That's a really strange story about Jesus. It's a strange kind of Bible story because usually Jesus is trying to help people. And it doesn't seem like he's very helpful there. He's not. He's certainly not very polite. This story's always bothered me because, like you, I was taught to always be polite, and I wouldn't even think of taking a table and turning it over. I wouldn't even think about doing those things. I'd be in trouble at home, and I'd certainly be in trouble at church. The temple was kind of like really big church for Jesus in those days. But Jesus was really trying to help people. He was trying to make enough commotion. He was trying to put up a protest of what was going on in the temple so that people would change the way they think and the way that they act. Now, we've heard of protests plenty times before. I know that you can think of some because, well, we all know about Martin Luther and nailing 95 ideas to the church door in order to make a really big point. And we all know about the colonists and how they wanted to let the King of England know a long time ago that they didn't like all the taxes that were being imposed on them, and they held a tea party. Wink, wink, nod, nod, a tea party. And threw all the tea overboard of the ships in the Boston Harbor. And plenty of times we've seen people, for very good reasons, protest and march so that their voices will be heard. And that's what Jesus was doing in the temple. Now, I do want to say, there will be times in your life when you feel like you want to protest. And there are 3 really important rules. The first one is, you have to make sure that God is on your side. Wait. I said that wrong. You and I, we all have to make sure we are on God's side when we protest. And that means we have got to get that anger. You know that anger. The anger that, we're supposed to count to 10. We're really mad about something. Because it certainly seems like Jesus was pretty upset about the money changers in the temple. When we're really upset about something, when we're angry, we have to make sure it's not just my anger. We have to make sure that it's anger that things aren't right the way God needs them to be. So just like you count to 10 when you're angry, so that you can think about it some more, so that you can calm down, I think maybe it'd be a good idea to go ahead and pray to God. Maybe 10 or even more times than 10. Pray to God to make sure that we are on God's side. It would be good to talk about it with a lot of people that you trust, who know God pretty well, to make sure that we are on God's side when we go to protest. At least the second rule is kind of related to that. Whatever it is, this can't be about you yourself. It's got to be for everybody. It's got to help everybody. So it's got to be for others, not just yourself. And because it's about other people, we cannot hurt anybody. You can't hurt people when you do a protest. And the third thing is, and this will help us remember the first thing, to pray, to count our prayers, to gather our allies, the people who work with us and who trust God like we do, and to make sure that we're helping all people. Yep, third thing is we have to be ready to accept the consequences, to accept the responsibility of the first two parts, so that no matter what happens to us, we know that we were doing what God and all the people need to be done. Yeah, it's really pretty hard work to do all of those things at once. But we can remember Jesus, because he really did know. Remember how the story ended? The authorities asked Jesus, what sign, what proof could he give to them that he was really on God's side? He knew what was going to happen to him. He reminded us to remember what happens to Jesus on Good Friday, and also what happens on Easter Sunday. So that no matter how bad things get, God is always with us. Ready to say a prayer with me? This is a callback prayer. So I go first, and then it's your turn. Are you ready? Dear God, thanks for your love. Thanks for your love. Thanks for sending us Jesus. Thanks for sending us Jesus to show us your love. To show us your love. And all the ways to show your love. All the ways to show your love. When it's hard and when it's easy. When it's hard and when it's easy. Help us learn. Help us learn to talk with you and to talk with Jesus. To talk with you and to talk with Jesus. So that it's your love that people will see in us. So that it's your love that people will see in us. And all of God's children said, Amen. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon. Peace.